Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Julie. You can find out more about what I do in the description box below, and for information on readings, etc. So we're here to do the channeled guidance for the week, and we have a lunar eclipse. So we're entering eclipse season, which will go into December, and so with I guess the full moon eclipse that's coming up this week on the 19th, depending on where you are. It can be just things that basically, because it's the full moon, it can things exiting your life, things that are no longer in alignment with who you are. So, I mean, there's not much to do in the sense of, if things aren't in alignment with you, then it's a matter of being able to let go rather than holding on to it, and giving yourself space and time to allow that to happen, to be in that process. But I guess the preparation for it is really just having more awareness of what is working in your life, what isn't, and almost what I'm seeing is kind of like, it's not a detachment, but it's just kind of allowing things to move as they're meant to, because we cause ourselves the most pain when we hold on to things and when we're attached to things. If you can take the stance of, well, it means a lot to me, but I'm willing to let it go. If it's not right, then it just creates some openness and for things to move as they're meant to. And it's important to go through the emotions that come through these type of events. But ultimately, when you look back in 6 months' time, you'll realize, okay, it actually was something that's positive. So it's been interesting, because I've been, I'm not an astrologist, but I just find astrology interesting. And so it can be around, it's going to be something that will play out in the world stage as well. It might not just be an event in your life, but you might be affected by it. For example, things coming out in the media about the truth of various things, and we see it more often now. Maybe not in mainstream media, but definitely things that have been hidden for a long time are starting to come out. So these are the type of things that can come out as well during the eclipse season. So I didn't want to channel any messages beforehand. I just want to see work with the cards this time. It just felt like that's how it wanted to unfold. So let's see what the cards have to say about the week ahead for us. So what's the message for the week ahead? Oops. What's the message of guidance? Oops, okay. It's not always easy shuffling this way, but any other cards wanting to come out? Okay. Alright. So at the bottom of the deck we've got, let me just quickly make sure that everything is, so you can see it properly. So you've got the Queen of Wands, and immediately what I see is someone compassionately standing in their power. And so it's a fire energy, so it's someone who is action oriented, and that yang energy, that active energy. But then because it's the Queen of Wands, I also feel that there's that that heart space that is being activated as well. So what I get with this is really stand in your power, but with compassion and love. And I mean, that is the best that we can do. Well, not the best, it's the way forward, I think. Because when we act from our heart and we act with love and compassion, then everything just unfolds perfectly. So if you find yourself in a situation where it's challenging, just try and capture this image in your mind of just be compassionate to yourself and loving to yourself, but also be empowering to yourself, and not just yeah, of course, give yourself the space to go through the emotions that you need to, but then also, okay, after that, you're an empowered being. What do you do now, or what can you do? And not to go into that fear state of worry and anxiety, and just basically not being able to move at all. So that's really powerful reminder to stay in your power. And then we've got the 10 of Swords. So this is almost, for me, I think this is a good thing. Like, I take it as a good sign, in the sense that it's almost like you come to the end of your tether, and you just, this man is lying there. He's got all these swords in his back. He's got nothing else to do but to surrender. And so it's like coming to the end of the cycle where the swords represent our thoughts. It's almost like, you get to the point where, because the card that comes before is a 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords is being awake at night, not being able to sleep because of all those thoughts. And then you come to the 10 of Swords, and it's just like, that's it, enough. I've had enough of this. And that's when you actually let go and surrender. And I think that's a really powerful thing to do in life, to actually let go and surrender to the higher purpose, the higher plan. And when you come from that loving perspective for yourself and for others, then everything just unfolds as it's meant to, and in the highest possible way, better than we could ever have imagined it. And so then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is really about taking things step by step. And so after something like this, where you just kind of I let go, I surrender, it's really about being in that space of just seeing how things unfold. And often, I think also because of the way things are at the moment with technology, everything is always, instant gratification, must have it now. But actually it's about allowing things to unfold. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. And so, he's standing there looking, okay, what next? And then, just allowing it to unfold. And because of the Queen, it's almost that feminine energy of allowing and receiving, and using that as your intuitive guidance to let you move forward. And because often, at the moment, there's a lot, in society, the way the structure is based on the head, and that always acting, moving forward, but without really taking the time to consider what it is that we want. So this is a really powerful time to almost review what it is that you want, and then take that step. So it's like and that's what the eclipse season does as well. It puts you back on track if you've been going off track. And so I feel like it's just like a realignment that's happening. And then you've got the Two of Pentacles, and so it's got a lot juggling a few things, and also the emotions that are going through it, that are going behind him. And it's all, what I'm seeing is just try to stay balanced when everything feels like there's a lot happening emotionally. There's a lot that you've got to actually do in your actual life, from a physical perspective. Just try and maintain your balance. And that could be doing meditation, going out into nature. Really practice that self-care this week, because it's really important when things are a bit unsteady and unstable. So I hope that resonates with you. So just overall, just really be compassionate and kind to yourself. Remember that you are an empowered being, and take things step by step, and really just allow them to unfold, and maintain your balance. When things are going a bit crazy, just come back to your center, and move or act from that perspective, and not get caught up in your emotions and everything that's happening in your daily life. So I hope that resonates with you, and if you have any questions, do let me know. It's been lovely to record this for you, and I will see you at another reading. Bye, have a great week.